is Cress. Oh, this has actually been recorded like 10 minutes after Scarlet, so really this video's book talk is Cress. I'm just gonna start off with talking about our character Scarlet. And then we're gonna go to winter. Because I have to get this off my chest. But Scarlet, we didn't see much of her because she was basically taken the first, I don't know, first quarter of the book. And I was just like, why? And then whenever we saw her on Luna, because she was kidnapped by Sybil and stuff, but because she was kidnapped, and on Luna, I didn't want to see the forms of torture. No! I still block that from my mind. I completely turned off my visual aid for reading when it came to the torture chapter. I was like, ugh. And even though I turned off my visual aid, after, it was just like, reading the last bit in that chapter. Let me see if I can find it. No, not here. Oh, I'm gonna be talking about evil 8-year-old Charleston soon too. This last sentence, it was just like, Scarlet didn't have a moment to prepare herself before the hatchet dropped. When I read that, even though my visual aid for reading that I normally have on, I turned it off, I was still like, why? Now, every part that we were with Scarlet, I was just like, no. Didn't want to see it. Don't want to read it. I don't need to know. I'm going to talk about 8-year-old evil Charleston first. That's my name for him. Fuck. His methods of torture. He's probably the worst lunar I've ever seen. We have ever met. He's the worst. All the insects and stuff and just no. Why? I swear he's probably. I even think he could be worse than Lavana when he grows up. Cinder better take control of Luna before anything really drastic happens. Ugh. It's just disgusting thinking about it. It's just evil. Why the hell would you have your kid do this? Why? Charleston and Lavana belong together. Let's just say that. There might be a huge age gap, but they belong together. Just evil. Evil, I tell you. Now, Winter. How old is Winter? She's making me question how old she is. Because she acts, in that last chapter with Scarlet, she acts like this demented, 8-year-old child. But then she's just like, but then Winter's just like, I haven't been using my gift since I was 12, which is why I see blood all over the walls and shit. And I was just like, okay. You see blood all over the castle walls, and I'm just, okay. now the book Winter is going to probably scare me a bit, but okay, we're gonna have to be with you, crazy person, but let's just say okay. And so I don't know how old Winter is. She acts like a demented 8-year-old. She is older than 12. And she hasn't been using her gift since she was 12, so in order for her to go crazy like that, she has to be thinking like between 16 and 18. Let's just, or maybe even 15 and 18. That's because she's basically got an underdeveloped brain, so it might take longer for, assuming all human aspects of knowledge that we have of brains is right, but an underdeveloped brain can be damaged faster and easier than a developed brain like Dr. Erlin had. Dr. Erlin, it took 10 years for it to reach as bad as it did. Since Winter's brain was undeveloped, I'm going to say it takes less time for her to go crazy like that, so she could be between the ages of 15 and 18, I'll say. 15 and 18. Let's just say that. Though, I'm thinking more along the lines of 16. That's around the time when Lavanna became queen. Princess Celine supposedly died, except not really. Cress. Okay, she is badass and she's not badass. She's badass with hacking, and she knows what she's doing, but then when it comes to an actual fight, it's like, she's not so much badass, she's just there, and she's like trying to hit things and such. That's how I imagined her. She's not much of a fighter, she's more just your average hacker. Yeah, if Cress was a boy, I'm just saying this because it's easier to imagine. If Cress was a boy, literally, there's just a gender swap. I would picture a very lanky, skinny arm, skinny leg boy. Just completely lanky, so skinny, just a twig, and able to just look at a computer for hours and be able to hack anything. That is what I would picture if she was a guy. Now, because she is a girl, I kind of just picture her as normal. A normal girl with normal weight and stuff, who can just hack. Because she also had all those exercise things with little Cress. Oh my god, little Cress. Okay, when the satellite fell, she was just like, oh, little Cress! Oh no, little Cress is dead! Who's little Cress? And then Thorn's just like, who's little Cress? Me when I was 10. And then Thorn's just like, Scarlet warned me about this. Honestly, I can see why she would be despairing, but really, little Cress isn't dead. Little Cress lives inside you. That's what she does. She lives inside you. Thorn. Okay, so, Thorn is the role of Rapunzel's Prince Charming thing. Yeah, him. Who goes blind after he falls, I think. I don't really know much about the original fairy tales, but I know in, Grimm Brothers fairy tale, the prince becomes blind from, thorns being stuck into his eyes from, either him falling off his horse into thorns, or him falling down the tower and into the rosebush bed. rose bed. Where there obviously is thorns in a rose bed, so that's at the bottom of the tower. Maybe? I don't know. All I know is he goes blind. Obviously we can detect that. Oh, Thorn's gonna be blind. Okay, Cress, you are Rapunzel. Thorn, you are the prince. Now you are mushed together. Really, their relationship never really... It's not really detailed into anything. I mean, sure, they kiss, like, once, and that's because Thorn made a promise to Cress saying that she wouldn't die before getting a kiss, so he kissed her in the middle of battle, and even though it's very inappropriate to do that, because you could possibly die, yeah, we're just gonna do it anyway. Yeah, let's go. Thorn, when he noticed that Cress was gone, even though he's blind, he's just like went after her, and I was like, oh, yay. I actually started shipping them early on along with Cress, except Cress was like, you know how in fandoms there's the regular shippers, there's the ship a little more than the regular shippers, and then there's the mega shippers who ship so hard, and it's like it's nothing. Like in Mortal Instruments, Malik. There's all our Malik shippers just like running down on any other ships. Those are our mega shippers. Those who ship so hard that it's going to happen. And then get mad when their ship breaks up. But Wolf has been just dormant this entire bit. This entire book. It's just like when Cinder tells him, she's just like, stay. I'm the only one that cannot be controlled, so stay. So she marches off. Not a minute later, Wolf follows, gets controlled, and basically, it's all his fault. Really, it's all his fault. Like, why? Why? You know, if I was Wolf, I would have had the sense, at least, to let Cinder handle it. Like, Cinder is able to really handle both of them. In fact, what Cinder does to Sybil later in the book is really amazing. Cinder and Kai moments. Oh my god. I ship Cinder and Kai so much. It's like, why you guys need to be together, and then there's just everything that happens. It's like, oh my god. Cinder and Kai meeting in his, like, with Torin there. Oh yeah, so, they kidnapped Kai, and in the process, what I couldn't believe was when they took out his ID chip in his wrist, there was a second one, like, right behind his ear here, and so, what I couldn't believe is that Torin told Cinder about that, even though, yes, she found the Princess Celine, who is actually Cinder, but because she found Princess Celine, that's actually the only reason Torin did tell Cinder about the extra ID chip. Cinder and Kai scene at the end. I just loved the entire thing because it was just like, oh my god, oh, Kai and Cinder and and I only was acting like that because, well, they actually had their first kiss. I'm not counting the kiss at the ball as their first kiss because Kai did not kiss back. Their first kiss was in space. The thing about Kai, though, is he was completely clueless because Cinder was just like, now, Princess may not be what you expect. She's a cyborg now, and so still doesn't clue in. She's telling him all this stuff that relates to her, and he still doesn't clue in. So it's like, Kai, it's me. I'm Princess Celine. His reaction's just like, what? And he's just like, you know, when I found the princess, I would think I thought that she would be, I don't know, in a dress. Cinder's just like, sorry to disappoint you. She doesn't wear dresses. I was just like, okay, Cinder, no more secrets. I can't handle another big reveal from you. And she thinks about it. Cyborg, lunar, princess. No, that's it, except I may be slightly in love with you, but I'm not gonna let you know that. And then she just tells him, I can't cry. That was just great. And then he's like, I know, and then he seems so embarrassed that he knows that. It's like, oh, Kai. Cinder and Sybil, okay. So, in the process of kidnapping Kai, when they're on the roof and they're getting to their shit, well, Cinder is basically battling off Wolf, but then she decides, okay, I'm just gonna let Wolf do whatever he wants to me. He can rip my throat out, but I'm going in Sybil's head, and she basically drives Sybil to madness. Like, she's just, at the end of it, she's just, when Cinder's finally out of her head, she's just laughing like a maniac. When I saw that, I was like, what the hell did you do, Cinder? And then eventually Sybil just rolls off laughing and ends up in the garden. So now she's dead. Jason, whatever. It's so confusing the entire time. At first, I thought he actually did think that Cinder was the princess, and then we realized, oh no, it's Winter, and he was saying that he was serving and stuff. And so Jackson doesn't even know that Cinder's Princess Celine. Levana does. It's like a lot of the people that have an affiliation with Queen Levana know that Cinder is Princess Celine. And not all Lunars want Princess Celine. Most of them like Princess Levana. I mean, Queen Levana. So, that is it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!